Hi folks, hope you're doing well. So, took the dogs out. When I got back, checked email, and there was a message from the solicitor. And this was, the message was received in my inbox at 9:20 in the evening. Oh, and I reacted to the message. Yeah. It was one of the most stupid things I've ever read. He basically said, okay, this time the other side did send a link to the video about what happened, of what happened. Of the road thing, of the accident that happened. He said he was waiting for me to contact them to arrange a meeting. He was expecting that I'd contact them. Even though every single time we've been delayed in the past and gone back to court, it's because they haven't sent the video. So how was I supposed to know they have sent the video this time? This is the person who's supposed to be representing me. He's that thick. He can't understand that. How am I supposed to contact him if I don't even know they got the video? Because as far as he's concerned, there's no point having a meeting until they have the video. Because every other time that it's been delayed, he's been silent. No possibility of a meeting being arranged at all. Then he's saying that with the other side, he's going to say that because the water dripped down in my eyes, I allowed that to happen. And therefore I'm going to be found guilty of careless driving because I allowed that water to fall into my eyes. Again, doesn't understand that if they say that, it's his job to challenge what they say, not to just agree with it. And allowed? At what point, I don't remember doing this, but at what point did I actually turn to the water above me, see it, and then say, yeah, okay, if you want to fall into my eyes, you can do so. Or it started falling and I just let it continue. I did what I could thinking it would stop it and didn't think it would continue, but it did. Because I'm not an expert in physics, so I never understood what forward motion would do and how much water would be above them in the first place anyway, because I didn't think there would be water above there, above the visor. So therefore, well, I basically said to him, I need someone there in court who's going to put context in there and going to put things from my point of view, because you go in there and you try and put it from a legal point. They already know. The justice of the peace and the prosecutor already know the legal point of view. That's not going to help. The only thing that's going to help is from them understanding my point of view. That's the only thing that's going to help. And for them to understand that we are human. And we make mistakes. We can have a bad day sometimes. Where we make mistakes, we make bad decisions based upon the tools that we have available to us not being good enough for us to make good decisions on the day. The problem is the law doesn't care about any of that. The law is cold. The law is just a few words, and that can be used according to how one side wants to use it. And if you don't have the person on your side that's clever enough or good enough to use it in a better way, you're knackered. That's, I said to this person, that's why I didn't want a legal aid solicitor. It's because you will always get, around here, you'll always get minimal effort. Because when you're paying for somebody, if I was paying for someone, I could contact them and I could demand a meeting because I'm paying for it. Right? And obviously that solicitor is going to be less busy than the legal aid solicitor, who everyone wants to use who can't pay. And if I was paying for someone, that person would be basically going into court and telling them my view. and helping them to see from my view. Because the only way I can be not guilty is from what actually happened and the detail. As soon as you take the detail out of it and you just talk about it from a legal point of view, I'm knackered. I'm going to get banned from driving. I'm going to get my license taken away for, 2 years. That's going to be the outcome. Because from a legal point of view, that's the punishment for this. Because by law, that's the point. There's that equals that equals that. So unless you've got someone who's putting context into that, that's what you're going to get. So, yeah. So it is what it is. As I say, basically, obviously, when he got the video, he should have called me. He should have got someone in his office to call me and arrange a meeting. I say he's pointing out from the point of view that he thought we left it that I would contact his office to arrange a meeting. Well, first of all, I would never have said that. I would never have said it based upon the fact that at no point in time beforehand did I contact his office to arrange a meeting because we're waiting for the video. The case would always be delayed until we got the video, right? Because it always had been. So therefore, no contact from him to me meant he hadn't got the video. As soon as I got the video, they should have let me know that the video has now been sent. The link to the video has been sent. So now we can view the video. If you'd like to contact us to arrange a meeting, quite a simple email could have been sent. But nothing was sent until today. And he's now saying that he's on leave tomorrow. He's always on holiday. Since I've been to court for this case, he's been on holiday for 2 weeks, and now it'll be 2 weeks and at least 1 day. It's ridiculous. I know it's summer. I know people have their holiday then, but... And he said on Monday he's got various appointments, so therefore it's probably not going to be possible to see me on Monday. Well, I spoke to a friend about it. The friend said, well, when you go in on Tuesday, say you want another solicitor. Now I'll have to start again. And the problem is, I'm not sure if they would start again. I'm not sure if they'd allow me to get another solicitor. Well, if they didn't, I'd just sack him, the one I've got, and just defend myself, because at least I know my point of view. He doesn't. It's the issue of why I drove off and didn't get out of the car and have a look to see what happened. Because when I saw my wind mirror broken, they're going to say you should have got out of the car because you should have been thinking what happened to the wind mirror. Go out and have a look. There's reasons why I didn't do that. Because for me, sitting in the car, I didn't care what happened to the mirror. All I cared about is that I've got to get another mirror. I've got to replace that. I've got to spend money on that. Because for over 2 years, I've been immersed in bankruptcy. I've been immersed in the fact I don't have any money. Money was a problem. So when I saw the mirror straight away, I was thinking about money. I wasn't thinking about what happened to the wind mirror. It didn't matter. At that moment, what happened, what mattered was, I'm going to have to buy another one of these. That's what matters. It's going to cost me money. But again, people who are solicitors and legal people, they don't think in that way. They think straight away, what does the law say we should do? The problem is that everyone else doesn't think that. Other people don't think that. And it's like, the reality is, I've done videos about this, saying that really, most of the people in the UK, most of the people in the world, should not be under the law. And the reason why the governments think that we should be under the law is because The Jewish people were under law. They were under the law of Moses. They were under all those laws. But that's because they were taught that law. So from their point of view, they knew the law. The law mattered to them since being a tiny child. So they understood the law. So therefore they could be held accountable to the law because they were under it. They were immersed in it from a very, very young age. So of course those people that are lawyers, they've been immersed in the law for a long, long time. Therefore they should be under it. But the rest of us, we don't think about what the law says about things. We don't. We have other things that's in our minds at the time that we think about. And yet we're held to a standard that means nothing to us in our everyday life. Nothing at all. And yet when something happens, suddenly we're held to that. And it is utterly and totally ridiculous. It should not be the case, but it is. So, but when it is, you need someone who's going to be fighting for you. You need someone who's going to be understanding it from that point of view and fighting for you, rather than someone who's trying to protect the law and trying to protect the process and trying to protect the court and the purity of... yeah. But the problem is, say, legal aid people, what they're trying to protect is their relationship with the people in the court, because sometimes they might need a favour, so they've got to try and not be too aggressive to the other people in the court, because one day they might need a favour from them. Yeah, again, no, I couldn't care less about that. I couldn't care less about the favours you might need. Right now, I need someone who's going to represent me. I need someone who's going to bend over so far that back might break. We can deal with your bad back or your broken back after. Break it first. Break it first for me, then we'll deal with your bad back. Right now, your back is not the problem. Right now, what's happening here is the problem. We'll deal with your broken back when it happens. That's my point of view. That's the way I see things. So, I don't have any time for solicitors very, very much. Minimum effort, and then expecting to be honoured as if they're wonderful solicitors. Excuse me, you're not. You want to be honoured as a wonderful solicitor, then be a wonderful solicitor. Do that. Be wonderful and then be honoured as wonderful. Yeah. It is what it is. In the end, we'll see what happens. So you take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. I'll let you know if I find out anything. So you take care. God bless. Bye-bye.